Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Vigili. Thank you for joining us. We begin the show this week with good news about the county's fiscal health and employment rates. The county has maintained its AAA rating, placing it among the best in nation for fiscal responsibility. The county has maintained its AAA rating. Wall Street has given its seal of approval, stating that Montgomery County has a stable financial outlook and has exhibited an impressive economic profile.
That is about that good housekeeper stamp of approval, saying that the county has sustainable budget, it manages its budgets well, and the outlook for the county continues to be very bright. So it also saves money for the county in terms of our borrowing capacity that allow us to go out and do things such as build additional schools, make certain that we have the infrastructure for transportation. All of those things are helped made possible by this AAA bond rating.
Just a week after meeting with the three rating agencies in New York, Executive Leggett was informed that the county would be recognized among best in nation for fiscal responsibility. In other good news, Montgomery County's unemployment rate went down from 5.1% in August to 4.5% in September, making the county the second lowest in unemployment in the state.
It's all about small business. That's where the growth is. It's startup companies, it's small businesses that have been around for less than 5 years. That's where the real job opportunities are, and that's where the growth is in our economy. We're very pleased to have a very low unemployment rate at 4.5%, but we want to continue to drive that unemployment rate down and provide more job opportunities for people in different industries in the county.
The stable outlook is supported by balanced budgets and increased reserves. Now in the midst of contemplating his FY16 operational and capital budgets, Executive Leggett emphasizes the need for additional state funding.
A good part of what we want to achieve and do is dependent upon our ability to get additional resources from the state. We have some transportation needs in Montgomery County to enhance the business and growth and development in the county, that we need assistance from the state. So we'll be working with the state. The county has come forward, I think, and provided its share of what we need. What we need now is the outside support from the state to help us in both transportation and infrastructure for our schools and the capital projects.
Uninsured county residents that are eligible for medical insurance under the Affordable Care Act note that enrollment is scheduled to open on November 15th through the state's health exchange. Those interested in more information about health insurance coverage can visit marylandhealthconnection.gov or call 311. Campaign signs are all over the local landscape, and the candidates are making the final push for votes as the midterm election season is now upon us. My MC Media's Sonia Burke joins us with a preview of Election Day from one of the county's busiest locations for early voting. Sonia?
That's right, Lorna. We're counting down to Election Day. That's November 4th. I'm outside the Silver Spring Civic Building, one of 9 early voting locations across Montgomery County. Early voting took place from October 23rd through October 30th at 9 early voting locations across Montgomery County. And this Silver Spring site was one of the busiest in the county. On election night, results from early voting will be the first that are released.
Early voting results are released at 8 p.m. on Election Day. So as soon as the polls close, we get those up on our website. And then the results for Election Day begin coming in between 9 and 9:30. We should have our first posting up at around 9:20. And we'll update our website every 20 minutes until we've got the last precinct in.
During the early voting period, both gubernatorial candidates, Democrat Anthony Brown and Republican Larry Hogan, were on the campaign trail in Montgomery County, urging residents to get out the vote. Low voter turnout was the headline after the primary, so officials are hoping there'll be a better turnout in the general election on November 4th.
Certainly in the general election, everybody can vote the same ballot, and you typically will see a higher turnout.
The polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Election Day.
The best thing to do, and I say this all the time, try to avoid voting first thing in the morning and last thing at night. If you've got the opportunity to vote midday, that's when you're going to find the lowest lines.
We'll have live results and reaction on Election night beginning at 9 p.m. For County Report This Week, I'm Sonia Burke.
Our coverage, including results and reaction on election night, will also be streamed live on the mymcmedia.org website. The area of Long Branch was recently highlighted by the Community Development Network of Maryland as a community that has shown progress in community development. Businesses and organizations in Long Branch were recognized for pulling together volunteers to improve the facade of some buildings and businesses by painting murals. Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett was at the event and mentioned the ongoing development of Long Branch and the Purple Line impact in the area.
Let me also say that we are excited that in the foreseeable future we'll see the Purple Line here. And as indicated a few moments ago, there's a great deal of concern about relocating either the businesses and the people herein. Our work is not complete, and that Purple Line will not have the kind of revitalization unless we first preserve the community and ensure that those affordable units that are here remain here long after we revitalize the area and long after we place the Purple Line in.
Executive Ike Leggett announced the first stage of a new kitchen incubator program, an initiative to support entrepreneurship in the local culinary industry. The announcement was made at the Marriott Teaching Kitchen at the universities at Shady Grove. The idea is to help entrepreneurs take advantage of the growing demand for artisan food and the expanding buy local movement by fast-tracking the permitting process.
Our new program in the county called Recipe for Success will help people planning to open a new restaurant to expand on existing restaurant, navigate the county's permitting and regulatory and licensing process. Unfortunately for some, in the past, that has been a challenge as well. We have significantly reduced the challenges that people face in the permitting service process.
This is a great opportunity for us to support entrepreneurship, to provide opportunities for folks who have great ideas to move forward, to have those occur, and also for our workforce.
The Kitchen Incubator will provide equipment and workspace in addition to technical training. Coming up on County Report this week, leaves are falling and the county's Department of Transportation is gearing up for pickup. And we take you to the grand opening of an affordable housing complex in the heart of downtown Silver Spring. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Tune in for live Vote 2014 election night coverage on the Montgomery Channel, Channel 21. Or watch the coverage streamed live at mymcmedia.org. Cast your ballot and then tune in for the results as your votes are counted. Follow us on Twitter at MyMCMedia and send your pictures and comments to #MocoVote. Vote 2014 live coverage Tuesday, November 4th, starting at 9 p.m.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Vigili. Executive Ike Leggett joined county officials in the grand opening of the residences at Thayer Avenue, a mixed-income apartment complex in downtown Silver Spring. The 52-unit affordable housing building is located in a location that brings residents closer to public transportation and amenities. The county contributed $4.5 million for its construction.
This is also another outstanding example of Montgomery County utilizing its resources to find a way to partner and to bring about housing for families in Montgomery County. And we've done a great deal of that in the last few years.
Executive Leggett also joined Gaithersburg's Mayor Sidney Katz and developers for the ribbon-cutting ceremony of Downtown Crown, a 28-acre mixed-use development that integrates living with shopping and dining. This residential and commercial development took 2 years to build, and it is now a Gaithersburg destination. The 2014 annual leaf collection season begins on November 10th. The county's Department of Transportation will schedule 2 pickups only in neighborhoods within the collection district. Posted signs will indicate pickup dates to give residents ample time to rake their leaves to the edge of the road. MDOT is asking that the leaves are not raked into the streets, but rather near the edge of properties. For more information on leaf pickup in your neighborhood, visit this website or call 311. After 36 years of service, State Senator Jeannie Forehand is ready to retire. The senator was recently honored at Glenview Mansion. Here is the story from Rockville 11.
Mayors, council members, and residents from all across Montgomery County gathered together to celebrate Jenny Forehand and her 36 years of service to the community.
The cities of Gaithersburg, Garrett Park, and Rockville went together to give a farewell tea this afternoon, and it's just a wonderful opportunity for all of our citizens to come and say thank you and bon voyage, wishing her the very best in the next chapter in her life. It's just been a wonderful time.
Senator Forehand has done so much for the city of Rockville and for Gaithersburg and the other parts of Montgomery County that she's represented for decades. She's leaving a great legacy for our community in terms of helping to improve public health. I think what she's done in terms of fighting smoking and getting smoking bans in the state has been amazing, and she'll be sorely missed.
Rockville's Glenview Mansion was the setting for her farewell reception, where many gathered to share stories and remember the contributions made by the senator.
She was actually the first other elected official to introduce herself to me and offered her assistance and counsel whenever I felt I needed it, very graciously. And I think that's the hallmark of Jenny. Is she's one of the most gracious people you'll ever meet. And I'll remember that.
Jenny Forehand is one of those special people that you meet in your life. If she gives you a suggestion on what to do, you realize it's the right thing to do, and you realize that you should do it as quickly as you possibly can to get the situation calmed down and straightened out.
Senator Forehand will retire from her position in the General Assembly at the end of her term in January 2015.
Well, we're going to miss the way she rolls up her sleeves and fights for what's right. She has served us well, and we certainly do appreciate it.
I just want to congratulate her for her years of service, wish her many years of health and happiness, and to enjoy her retirement.
For County Report this week, I'm Morgan Lash.
Coming up next from County Report this week, a new museum in Bethesda that encourages creativity and lots of invention.
And MCPS 5th graders rock the house at Strathmore Hall. Stay with us. County Report this week is coming right back.
The 2014 gubernatorial election is almost here. Make your voting experience a pleasant one by following these tips. Know your polling place. Review your sample ballot. Decide how you will vote. Mark your sample ballot to use as a guide before arriving, and vote mid-morning to avoid long lines. You may also vote in advance of Election Day, during early voting, or by mail. Remember, your time, your voice, your vote.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Recently, Montgomery College teamed up with corporate partner Discovery Communications to treat select students to a special event that put them in the heart of one of the nation's leading media giants.
Montgomery College has established major partnerships with organizations across the nation. One of its most recognizable partners, Discovery Communications, is hosting a special panel presentation to aid and assist an underserved audience, military veterans.
Today's event is different because we've generally had career panels that have been specific around finance or communications, but this was really about how do you transition your military career to a career at Discovery Communications or the media industry.
The panel speakers consisted of high-level Discovery employees, including directors, engineers, and executives, who all shared a personal interest in the advancement of career-focused veterans.
6 of the Discovery Communications employees are veterans, and they were able to talk about their veteran experience as well as talking about how they were able to parlay those skills from the military area into civilian life and as employees at Discovery Communications.
Montgomery College is dedicated to providing support for veterans, and the college's Combat to College program was of significant aid in helping to accomplish today's event.
Combat to College was put in place specifically so that way veterans can have access to things that they just didn't even realize existed. One of the big issues that we are constantly facing with trying to serve veterans in not only at Montgomery College but in the greater community is getting them aware that resources out there exist. There are opportunities that are out there that exist for them to help them make their lives better, improve their families, improve everything, improve their greater community.
From combat to college to career, partnerships like these are encouraging Montgomery College students to continue their path of success, one step forward at a time. For County Report This Week in Silver Spring, I'm James McLean.
Montgomery County Public Schools 5th graders recently jazzed up their day with a special field trip to the Music Center at Strathmore. MCPS TV has a story.
The annual Strathmore Student Concert Series kicked off October 21st with more than 11,000 MCPS Grade 5 students visiting the Music Hall in North Bethesda. Now in its 10th year, the organizers have a new program for the 5th graders. MCPS and Strathmore collaborated with the preeminent jazz education organization Jazz Reach to offer a new blues program that celebrates the diversity of cultures and traditions that has provided a foundation for American music today.
We're very excited about this program. It really incorporates some opportunities for our students to see a new style of music live.
We want them to be really charged up about music, to be inspired to learn a new instrument, to listen to a different kind of music maybe than they had before.
The concerts were developed to support the MCPS music curriculum, and teachers delivered pre-concert lessons to students to prepare them for what they would hear by
listening to musical examples of the blues. We also talked about the structure of the blues, the 12 bars blues, and we talked about chords. So we played blues in the classroom, and we talked about historically why the blues were important, how they influenced all the genres that they listen to today.
Students just know they had a great time and also gained a greater appreciation for music.
I feel really excited for the blues. Different instruments. I've never seen a saxophone before.
We had the honor to sing with the band, so we were singing Yes and D with them, and I liked that part.
Well, I really liked how Montgomery County can give you the expression, and then they can give you the connection of which you can hear to other cultures of music, and I really like that.
The Strathmore Student Concerts for Grade 2 students will be held November 18th through the 21st. Those concerts, done in partnership with the National Philharmonic, will continue to focus on classical music.
Over 1,300 people turned out for the grand opening celebration of the new Kit Museum at the Davis Library in Bethesda. MyMC Media's Alini Barros reports. Alini?
Children in Montgomery County have a new place to explore the world. The Kid Museum opened its doors at the Davis Library in Bethesda.
Success! Montgomery County has partnered with the Kid Museum to host the area's first creative makerspace.
It's been 3 years in the making to get to this point. We've been doing a lot of community programming, but this is our first real permanent space to have ongoing regular programming. We're working toward a permanent home, a 40,000 square foot permanent home where we'll be able to serve a lot more of our community.
Look at all the fun that the young people are having, the kids are having. Because it's hands-on, and that's what kids like. It's a wonderful partnership between the county, between our department libraries and rec department and the Kid Museum.
It's a little bit of everything. It's STEM related, and kids learn by applying, they learn by games, they learn by having fun. We're trying to do more and more of this in our day-to-day curriculum, but it's great to have a Kid Museum, and hopefully they will have permanent space soon.
I'm really excited about the Kids Museum. I've been working hard to support it. I think that we need something like this in Montgomery County.
So, what's the reaction?
As far as
what it is to see. It's amazing to have this available now because they have so many questions and they can interact and have an opportunity to see what science and technology is in real life.
They can enjoy to be creative, to like figure out things that they haven't tried before, and maybe try to find. Some kids can get into coding or something because they tried it here, and it's a way to find yourself and to be creative.
Making the kites. I like the wires and this stuff over here.
The museum is open Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. General admission is $8 with discounted programs available for groups. For County Report this week, I'm Alini Barros.
Montgomery County leaders met with Gaithersburg City officials at the Lakelands Park field to take a look at the first organic turf field in the county. Krista Brick reports.
County officials kicked around a soccer ball as they kicked around the idea of using organic infill in artificial turf projects countywide in the future.
At issue is this stuff. It's a mix of coconut fibers, rice husk, and cork, and it's used as the infill for the Lakelands Park organic turf field.
City leaders opted to use the organic mix instead of the ground crumb rubber most often used in artificial fields. And it's drawing interest from the county in light of recent reports that question whether the rubber particles cause cancer.
There appears to be no downside to an organic field. It's good from an environmental perspective, it's good from a health perspective, it's good from a concussion perspective, it's good for heat. So if you take those four issues and add playability, you have a winning combination.
I'm very interested in this. We've got these issues coming up all the time. We want to provide recreational opportunities for our residents. We certainly don't want to expose our residents to adverse health effects, and so that's our goal.
Project officials said the organic infill adds about 10% to the cost of the project, comparing it to a crumb rubber infill project. Maintenance requires grooming 2 times a month, and the field is guaranteed for 8 years.
What we've heard and what we're seeing is fairly persuasive. That this is likely a better way to go and may be quite superior to crumb rubber as a infill.
Montgomery Parks has 7 synthetic turf fields, 1 field using Nike Grind, an infill using ground athletic shoes, and the rest with the black crumb rubber. Its newest turf field is expected to come online in the next few months.
If I can gauge the reaction of the 3 council members and 1 soon-to-be likely council member here about an alternative to crumb rubber, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure to use things, infills other than crumb.
For County Report this week, I'm Krista Brick.
When we come back, we take you to a fashion show to help the homeless. There's more. Stay with us. County Report this week is coming right back.
High school and college students make plans to attend the Scholarship Conference on November 15th at the Universities of Shady Grove. Learn about scholarships, financial aid alternatives, and college admissions. Representatives from Montgomery College and many other colleges will attend. You won't want to miss John Leguizamo's Latin History for Dummies Saturday, November 22nd at the Robert E. Perilla Performing Arts Center on MC's Rockville campus. The multifaceted performer and Emmy Award winner will be performing brand new routines from his current comedy tour. MC will host a panel discussion, The Road to a Business Career in Television and Film, on Saturday, November 22nd at 2 p.m. at the Music Recital Hall on the Rockville campus. Latino executives in the entertainment industry will lead the panel.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Community members, elected officials, students, and business leaders gathered for the Homeless to Hopeful fashion show at the Civic Center in Silver Spring. The event was organized to help raise awareness about the issue of homelessness in our area and raise funds for the Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless. Julie Rios-Little has the story. Julie?
A lot of time, talent, and treasure was found here at the Homeless to Hopeful event in downtown Silver Spring.
This multicultural fashion show was organized by Hispanic community leaders in collaboration with Council Member Navarro, Leventhal, and Rice to help create awareness and raise funds for the Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless. The guests were delighted by local singers, multicultural dancers, and the fashion show itself that served as a platform to talk about the issue of homelessness, oftentimes overlooked by many.
Even in a county so fortunate and so wealthy, we have many among us, for whatever reason, and it can be anything, mental illness, or just a really bad tragedy in your life, or domestic abuse, whatever the reason, may need our support, will need our help.
Just one turn, one bad turn, can take you from being a member of our society who we talk to in Starbucks, who we walk past and greet, to the same person who's sitting outside that Starbucks asking for a quarter.
Seeing those people come together and help people who are not necessarily Hispanic, it just shows that, you know, our community is rising to another level in which we see the need beyond our own ethnicity, and we just want to do something to help others because we know that when we lift everybody else up, everybody else is lifted.
For County Report this week, Julie Rios Little.
And now an update on the story we brought you several weeks ago. Many of you might remember Ruby, the 9-month-old boxer mix who was shot back in August. Well, Susan Kennedy went back to visit Ruby to see how this miracle dog is mending. Susan?
8 weeks ago, the future was uncertain for this beautiful dog, Ruby. But today, you can honestly say she is one of the luckiest dogs in the county. Hi. There is no denying that Ruby has a new leash on life.
See here that her jaw is deviated slightly to the left side there.
After being shot in the face by her owner back in August, her left jaw was shattered and the bullet exited the left side of her neck. But today, Ruby is on the road to recovery, thanks to her doctor and new owner, Dr. Jeff Zulkowitz.
She's doing great at this point. Correction in her mouth, the surgery that was done to correct the hole in her mouth was successful, and she is able to eat normally, relatively at this point, chase balls, play with toys. She's essentially a normal dog at this point.
When we caught up with Ruby, she was visiting the officers at the 4th District Station in Wheaton. They responded to the call when she was shot. Officer Michelle Baller was first on the scene, and upon seeing how much blood Ruby had lost, she wasn't sure if she would make it.
My first thought was just, I got to get her to the hospital. I got to see her throughout her different surgeries, and she's just the sweetest dog. She loves the attention. She's got a really sweet temperament. She's, loves people.
Aside from a slightly crooked jaw, you'd never know Ruby had been through any trauma. Happy, full of energy, and a quick learner.
Can we paw? Paw? Can we paw?
There you go.
She is living a dog's life.
Doggy cupcakes.
Ruby and her story captured so many hearts. A fund that was set up to help offset the expenses of her care raised over $5,000, and members of the community donated blankets, food, and other supplies to the Kindness Animal Hospital where Ruby was recovering.
The outpouring has been just incredible, really completely unexpected and heartwarming.
Well, it's just nice to be able to see the good in people versus, just seeing the bad a lot of the times, and just seeing how people can, come together with a common goal and support. And like I said, she's just the cutest thing.
In Wheaton, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Let's meet our pet of the week. Here is Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society. Kathy?
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your pet of the week, and this little lively guy is Noah. He is 6 months old and just full of vim and vigor and ready to go. He gets along with everyone. He likes other cats. He likes dogs. He really is a little live wire, and he is looking for a home. Give us a call at 240-252-2555 or visit Noah and all his friends on the web at mchumane.org. He really wants to go home with you.
And with that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you with footage from Tacoma Park's 2014 Monster Bash, where participants were treated to a costume contest, a parade through the city, and plenty of fun and games. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.
Tambourine, they were singing back to back, belly to belly. I don't care 'cause I'm done already. Back to back, belly to belly, and it's on me jamboree. One more time. Back to back, belly to belly, I don't care 'cause I've done that already. Back to back, belly to belly, it's time to jamboree.